Hey guys, what's up? Bisectatron here from Clash of Clans Manual. Welcome to my update video. We got a new update to Clash of Clans, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it's going to include, what the effects of it will be, because as of, right at the beginning of May 2015, they added, pretty much the biggest thing is the air sweeper, but a few other things. Anyway, we're going to take a look at that today, and I'll show you guys an attack or two while this goes on to keep you interested. Um, just going down the list, the first thing is they added clan bookmarks. So basically, you can have a list of clans that you like to visit. Just like to look at their profile, maybe look at a player inside of it. Uh, they're just easily available. You don't have to search them. Just bookmark them, and you can view them from just a clan window. So not a big deal. Just making it a little bit easier to navigate the game, I guess. Um, Next thing is Clan War Attack Army Preview. You can basically look at the army you're bringing to Clan Wars before you hit the attack button. And basically that means when you hit the attack button, an interface comes up and it'll show you if you have all your troops, if you have all your spells, and if you have both heroes. So that way you don't, forget something and then realize it when you're attacking. So kind of a cool thing, but I guess part of the reason they did that is because it feeds into the next thing, which is uh, they're basically when you hit attack, there's no turning back. Before you can hit end battle, and nothing will happen. You won't have used your attack as long as you didn't drop any troops. But now, as soon as you hit the attack button, the 30-second countdown starts, and even if you're not ready, you have to attack. And if you hit end battle, your attack is lost. You get 0%. And what this does is this is a huge thing because it effectively prevents mostly Xmod, which I'll talk about in a later video. So that's a huge thing. Stay tuned for that later video. I don't want to make this one too long by going too in depth with that one, but I'll just say that it does prevent Xmod, and we'll talk about more about that in a later video, like I said. A few interface improvements. So at Town Hall 5, you get a one-time name change, which is kind of cool, I guess, if you made a stupid name just because you're thinking you wouldn't get into the game. Clan chat now shows when clan settings are changed, indicating who changed them. Not really a big deal. Then there's a few things for defenses. You can now see the range and change them to air, ground, single, multi for infernos. You can now change them and see their range while they're being upgraded or constructed. So that's kind of cool, I guess. And then for the gameplay, a few things are attacking troops aren't going to chase defending troops as far away as they used to. So that basically means if a little skeleton takes a whack at one of your barbarians, your entire army is not going to chase it like it used to, unless it's super close. So that's good. Your heroes won't get distracted when they're taking out the town hall, which is nice. So it's a good thing they added that. And then they fixed a rare case where uh, a defensive building might target a troop at the edge of its range but not fire. Never seen that before, but if you have that problem, I guess this is your lucky day. The big thing is the air sweeper. We're going to take a look at a few attacks, which the air sweeper had some significance. Looking at this first attack, it's facing the wrong way. Well, not the wrong way. It's just the guy attacking is attacking from the opposite direction that it's facing, so it's not playing a very important role. But you can basically use it to prevent attacks from one side, and that's the person who wants to take on your air sweeper. So we'll take a look at basically how it works and a few things about it in just a minute as this attack wraps up, because it didn't really play too much of a role in this attack. So we'll fast forward and let's go ahead and get out of here. Anyway, the air sweeper is a new defensive building you can get at Town Hall. I believe it's Town Hall 6. Yep. And each upgrade it gets more push strength, so it doesn't do damage. It pushes your troops, your air troops, away from where it's located. And I think about 4 or 5 second increments it shoots out a blast that pushes your troops back. And right now at level 1 it's only doing 1.6 tiles, but it goes all the way up to 2.5 tiles. So it's a pretty significant push. And the range you can kind of see, you can rotate that out. We'll get that. it has a pretty good range. I think it's what 1 to 15 tiles. So, and you rotate it. I think it takes up about I think it's like a 60 degree, that's a 90-degree arc, I think. So about 1/4 of its sides are covered. So place it wisely. We'll have to see how people place it, what works, what doesn't. So let's take a look at a few attacks using it. And we're going to start at number 2 here and see what role it plays at Town Hall 10. So obviously, you're going to want to put your air mines, your air bombs, on the side it's not facing. But here we have Enwick, I guess. He's going at the air sweepers. You can see he's blowing his loons. It's his hounds back. It doesn't really matter with hounds. Hounds are fast, and if they get blown back, it won't be that big of a deal. But it did do some blow back the loons to some extent. And balloons are slow, and you're basically the huge part you want to get down if you're an air raider is when your lava hounds go in, you want your balloons taking out defenses as fast as possible. So if an air sweeper is constantly blowing them back, it's going to take a while because they have very slow movement speed. So as you can see here, got the Town Hall, and he'll get the 50% with his heroes. But had the Town Hall been more central, might not have gotten it because that air sweeper did a lot of work on his balloons. As far as Town Hall 9 goes, I don't think it's going to be quite as important, and I think that'll be evident in this attack by Cyanide Misery. He's doing a Go La Loon, and we'll fast forward for the beginning, but the Air Sweeper isn't a bad spot, but even if it wasn't a good spot, it still wouldn't have been that important, because when you use Go La Loon and you're just like doing a counterclockwise or clockwise wrap of your balloons, you can go in a way that the air sweeper won't be able to target it. So right here he's coming, and I think that, the air sweeper blows like one of his hounds just a tiny bit, but not really a big deal, and the balloons take it out quickly. So unless you're doing a spam attack, which isn't that common at Town Hall 9, if you're doing a more surgical precision loon attack like this, then it won't play that big of a role because you can attack from angles where the air sweeper's not facing, and you might even be able to take it out with your queen and your golems in that initial push to take out the air defenses, etc. You might get the air sweeper too. Anyway, that's the air sweeper. So once again, you get 6 levels unlocked as you go up in Town Hall, but we still are yet to see the lasting impact it'll have